Good morning, my lovely, lovely Libras, cross-watchers, and channel fans. It's Laurie, and I'm here to do your upcoming weekly reading. So what you can expect over the next 7 days, whatever day of the week that starts for you. I hope all of you are happy, healthy, and having some fun. Life is an adventure. Make the most of it. All right, let's go ahead and get you an oracle message here. I am using the Queen of the Moon Oracle cards here. And your overall energy here is will. So this is about willpower, your desire, your choices, what you want to put your energy into. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys got this card twice now in the last, well, couple of weeks anyways. This is card 13, which is a 4, so I'm getting some sort of balance here. Balancing the energies. Even though it may start off weak, it gets stronger here. So your determination is going to grow. Let's take a look at what the author had in store with this message here. All right, so it's the wackest. It's the waxing gibbous moon here. Wackus. All right, so it says here, will feels like a very old-fashioned concept in a modern world where it seems like everything is geared up to be easy as possible, where there is always someone else to blame. The idea of placing our personal will persistently into something seems quaint. When we decide we are going to change something in our lives, let's say a particularly negative pattern or a bad habit, breaking the old way we do things might seem a little bit difficult. The change requires a concentration of our will, our willpower. We may want the change, but it is our will that insists that we stay on the path to that change. All right, to be willful means we have the power of control over our own actions and thoughts, and that willpower fires up the persistence that we will need to get to what we want. All right, it says here, to use our will productively, we should assess what we really want and make sure this is what we want to reach for. So a lot of times we say, oh, I don't have any willpower. I don't have any strength of character. When really what it is you think you want something and you start to go for it, and then maybe you realize, oh, maybe that really wasn't what I wanted. That's not a lack of willpower. When you desire something and you truly desire it, nothing is going to stop you from having it. So if you keep going after things and then not accomplishing it, ask yourself, is this something that I really, really wanted? And you'll find it probably is not. Okay? And that's okay to change our minds about those things that we go after. All right. Now, if you find that there's other reasons, like you start making excuses, well, I'm not confident enough. I'm not courageous enough. I'm not brave enough. That I would look into a little bit deeper. But, usually it's just it turns out to be something we didn't really want. Now, it may require a little bit more work, but again, if it's something we want, we don't look at it as work. We look at it as just something we have to do to achieve the goal we want. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at your weekly message here. So there is probably something that you are desiring. Well, we got a card already over. We've got the Knight of Wands. Inconsistency, but going after those things that we desire. All right, we're going to do this day by day, so we'll do 7 cards here. Let's go ahead. Final shuffle. We'll cut the deck here. And put it out. All right, so whatever day of the week you want to start with. I'm going to say Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I guess we could move these out. Well, we'll leave it there. Excuse me. Still a lingering touch here of my cold. All right, so let's take a look at the first day of the week here. We have the Page of Pentacles, starting something new, laying a solid foundation. So you know you have a desire. You know what you want. You know how you want this week to go, how you want your day to go, how you want a project to go. You've definitely got a desire here. And you're laying a solid foundation. Now, you may feel new to this, like you don't know how to handle this. You don't know what to do with this. You may be feeling a little bit like, I don't have the experience to deal with this. And that's okay. That's okay. As long as you get the information you do need. All right, so let's take, oops, sorry, Stella. All right, let's take a look at clarifying this energy here, this first day. Now, I'm hearing something about it being Sunday for somebody. It's supposed to be a day of rest. And, you know, for some of you, that's the most important day of the week so that you can replenish your energy, renew your strength, clear out the clutter of the week. Oh, yeah, that feels really good, the energy surrounding that. All right, let's go ahead and clarify this first day. So it looks like you're off to a solid start here. Look at that. You're going to take a chance on something. But again, with this Fool card here, I'm getting the energy of letting it go, renewing, having a fresh start. Yeah, this feels really good. This feels nice. I do get that you're going to take a chance on something here. You're ready to take a chance on something. You're ready to go after something new. But again, this is about letting go, surrendering, releasing. Now, this would be the morning energy. Let's see where we go throughout the day here. What's the midday energy for the first day of the week? I'm pretty sure I just saw something flip. Oh boy, here we go again. Excuse me. All right, midday energy here. You've got the Nine of Wands. Okay, so you start off your day carefree, ready to go, letting go. I'm hearing sticking with it, with this Nine of Wands, okay? You might encounter some sort of challenge here to continuing this lighter energy, to your peace. I don't feel like it's going to last very long, but like somebody may interrupt you while you're meditating. Somebody may call or text, and it kind of gives you a little twinge of, ugh, not now. But it's not going to last. It's not a big deal. It's just kind of I want to maintain the energy I'm in right now. And something comes in and maybe disrupts it temporarily. Yeah, I'm getting an image of somebody taking a bath and like the children or somebody runs into the bathroom. It's like, give me a break. I just want to take a bath, okay? And it's not that big of a deal. You don't have to get out of the tub. They're just coming in wanting to know where mommy or daddy is, you know. Well, where are you? What are you doing? You know, that kind of thing. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have here, how the day ends on the first day. So, nice, peaceful beginning here. You definitely have some sort of release energy going on, wanting to start something fresh, wanting to do it from a solid place of stability. How does this day end for our lovely Libras? I'm hearing there's something you don't know. You're about to receive some information about something you do not know. The Knight of Swords. I'm going to clarify this. All right, so you may get some news by the end of the day. You may find out something, a text, a call. This might not be too fun. All right, got the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, see, it disrupts your balance. It does something to your equilibrium. So it keeps, it throws you off balance. Let's see what else we have here. Oh boy, there was a whole bunch of cards. Let me just make sure they're facing the right way. All right, what else can you tell us about this upset here? This unbalancing, this text, phone call, letter, neighbor dropping by, something you see on TV. What's this about? Two of Swords. You don't have enough information. That's why you're off balance with this. You don't have enough information. It's just enough to throw you for a loop, but like I don't know where to go to get the answers I'm looking for. Spirit's saying just to stay calm. Stay calm. Everything will be fine. You know how everything looks worse at night. So like a fever goes up at night, but then in the morning it goes down again. Or, you know, in the dark of night, we're sitting there and we're hearing all the bumps and bangs that are going on outside and wondering if, you know, somebody's breaking into the house or not. But, you know, there's nothing going on, but it just feels worse at night. And that's kind of what's going on here. And Spirit say, just let it go. Don't worry about it until morning, because there's nothing you're going to be able to do about this right now. The World. See, you can close this out. You just can't do it. It may be challenging overnight because you can't get the answers that you're seeking. Like, it's like you can't, nothing's open. So if you're calling someplace, wanting to call someplace to get information, they're not open yet for business. All right, let's see what we have. You know what I'm getting here? I'm getting a broken pipe, a broken water pipe. The air conditioner breaks. It's something that you just can't do anything about overnight. You have to wait until things open up in the morning. All right, if that's you, if that happens to you, let me know, okay? Drop it in the comments if you happen to have this happen to you. Now, these messages are timeless too, okay? They're not specific to any specific time frame or anything else. So when you come across it, it's your message. All right. The Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. So you started off with a Page of Pentacles on this day. And you started off, things were going great. You were releasing. Something comes in, kind of disrupts you a little bit, but you get over that. And then later in the day, something else comes in, disrupts you. Can't do anything about it. It's after hours is what I keep hearing. Like, you have to wait until morning. Well, you finally are able by morning to have balance restored. The Ace of Pentacles, it's all about the stability, what I'm trying to figure out what I'm hearing. It's clarity. It's the new day dawning, and all those things that we worry about overnight. I'm hearing that half the things you thought are probably not going to happen. So, like, again, if the air conditioner broke or you thought it broke, it quit working, whatever, you wake up and it may be that you don't even have to call anybody. You may have something may have happened overnight, okay? We are suffering from a lot of solar flares right now, and I am going to tell you, my TV keeps having issues, my computers keep having issues, my cell phones have issues, so it could be a simple glitch like that, okay? Something that just goes wrong overnight, and maybe in the morning it's cleared up, and if not, like a broken pipe, that is something you'll need to take care of. But by morning, it looks good, okay? All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the next day, Monday here. Facing the challenges, working your way through it, okay? So whatever has happened here, it looks like you're going to handle it. You're going to deal with it. The Five of Wands is not necessarily conflict. It can be, but it's about facing the challenges, learning how to move through whatever's going on, okay? You may not have the experience. I mean, somebody's trying to do something here and they're falling. It's not conflict. These people are not fighting with each other. They're trying to accomplish something, but they're not all on the same page. All right, what does that mean for you? All right, let's go ahead and see what the morning energies are here. What's the morning energies? We're starting with an overall energy of conflict. Now, I have to say this is the overall energy for the day, so that Page of Pentacles is maintaining the balance. It may not be easy to do throughout the day, okay, because the page is new to stuff. But you get through it. You do have that stability, especially with the Ace of Pentacles ending. So I'm hearing that you're going to learn how to get through something. You deal with it. Let's see what we have here. Morning energy. Two of Cups. Okay, so you find alignment here. You work through it. You get on the same page. So whoever or whatever is happening here for you, you find unity, harmony, alignment. You find that you're on the same page as the other person. Let's see what else we have coming out here. So I'm getting that you're going to be able to connect with at least one person here on a level that really eases any tension, any stress. They help you to find the balance that you're seeking. All right, let's see what else we have here. The Queen of Swords, some sort of truth. Somebody's speaking to you very honestly about what's going on. So let's use the example of a broken air conditioner, you know, and you call to get it repaired and they come out, they check it out. They tell you what's going on and they're telling you the truth. Okay, so, excuse me. I'm kind of getting that they may be saying to you, oh, it's not as bad as you thought. It just froze up. The air conditioner froze up. You know, it overworked itself. It's corrected. The ice is melted. It's going to work okay. Now, they may say something like, just change the batteries in your thermostat or change your thermostat. Something minor instead of like you thinking overnight it was so big. It was such a huge thing. You know, oh, I'm going to have to replace my air conditioner. The truth is simple, okay? The truth is simple. So you may not believe that at first because you were thinking it was going to be so bad. But it's absolutely not. Now I am getting something here about a romantic relationship. What is happening here? I am getting that this is a new relationship. Now this could be friendship. I'm also getting a new neighbor and a new co-worker. So there is something going on there. Okay, so you show up to work on Monday and it's a little chaotic because there's somebody new coming in. It could even be a new supervisor, superior. They're going to be pretty open with you. Like they're going to offer you a lot of information about themselves or about what their plans are. Like if it's a neighbor, they may tell you, oh, well, I've got plans to do this, 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 and this with the house. And that's good. You know, that's great. I mean, it kind of alleviates some sort of worry that you may have had here. Maybe here too. I am getting like, something might have been disrupting you overnight that was like noise from the neighbors because they were moving in or they just moved in. And they were up late trying to fix something in their place. Oh, interesting energy there. All right, so they're going to give you an awful lot of information. Maybe you don't want this information, but I do feel like it actually alleviate some sort of stress within you. Yeah, so whatever the situation is, coworker, neighbor, new romance, something that may have felt a little bit disruptive that you didn't have the answers to, you receive the information you need the next day. All right, let's go ahead and see what the midday energies are here. You're going to think about what you've heard here with the Seven of Pentacles, and now you got the Nine of Wands again. So you're asking yourself, you're questioning yourself here. Is this something that you're going to have to put up with? And I'm actually seeing this person looking this way. And it's like they're looking at the neighbor. They're looking at the other person. I am definitely getting you contemplating whether this is going to work or not. Or if it's going to be something that you really have to kind of hold your own for a while. Like, you've been through so many bosses. You've had so many new neighbors. You've had so many romantic relationships. And you're kind of questioning whether or not this one's going to be worth it. I don't see anything bad here. I just see you questioning, like thinking it over. After hearing what you've heard from your neighbor person, whatever, you're thinking it through. You're really mulling it over is what I keep hearing. All right, let's go ahead and see what how the day ends for you. What does the end of the day bring in here for our lovely, lovely Libras, cross watchers, and channel fans? A change in course, a change in direction, a change in thoughts. A big change. So there could be release here. I'm getting Temperance and the Eight of Wands. So some sort of balance is restored. You hear something, but this is a big change. Can you clarify this a little bit more for me, Spirit? What more can you tell us about this Chariot energy? Oh, look at that. The Knight of Wands that we saw earlier came out in the reverse. So something that may have been, you know, you were wavering on, like back and forth, you were inconsistent about, or somebody around you was acting inconsistently. That's going to change. That is going to change. Now, I am hearing right back to the very beginning of the message here where we're talking about willpower. That's what the Chariot is. That's only moved through our own desires, our own determination. It usually leads to success, okay? It takes us in the right direction. At least, see, I am hearing that this ends the inconsistency. So if you chose to go after something and you've like waffled on this in the past, like, yeah, I want this, but no, I don't. Yes, I want this, but what happens if I get it? I think that's coming to an end here. At least that's what I'm feeling and hearing for most of you. Now, if you've got an inconsistent friend, an inconsistent neighbor, or like the neighbor, the house next door, or apartment next to you, or above you, whatever, constantly changes tenants, that's about to end. If you've gone through many romantic partners, that's about to end. You've finally made up your mind about what you really want. That's what all this contemplation is here. What you want, how you want to move forward. It looks like you're determined here. You've got two cards of determination. That Nine of Wands, and then you've got the Chariot there. Both of those cards are cards of determination, willpower. All right, so you there's something you want. Look, it's for your future. Three of Wands. Oh, yeah. It could be about children, but it's about you creating something in your life. A clear path forward. Going after what you want. Look at that. Freedom, independence, confidence. So you've got the Three of Wands, the Empress, the Hermit, and the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. And look, there's that Ace of Pentacles that's right here too. Oh, leading to the 10 of Pentacles. Cool. All right, let's move on and see what we have here for Tuesday. 9 of Cups. See, your decision, whatever you decide, whatever direction you take, it is for your happiness, for your ultimate sense of satisfaction. All right, let's clarify this and see what we come up with. Interesting, beautiful way to start the day, especially on a Tuesday. Now, I don't feel like Monday is really challenging, but I think it's thought-provoking. There's a lot that may be going on, you know, information exchanged. I feel like it's mostly given to you. A lot of information, a lot for you to process. So if this was a romantic partner that was not consistent, they may come forward and say, you know what, I've done some soul searching, I've done some thinking, I've looked at what I really want, I'm willing to stick through. I see where I was wrong, I want to be more consistent. Now that could also be your own energy. Okay, so keep that in mind. For the 9 of Cups, look at that, the World card that we saw earlier. Okay, beautiful energy here. This is something that's going to last. You are very, very happy about this. Very happy. The old way is gone. The old way is over and done with. Now you're moving into new territory here. This is exciting. This is fun. This makes you happy. This to you feels like completion. Like, oh, I can finally close the door on that. Let that go. No more fears or worries about that. And now I can start fresh, move forward. Okay, so there could be a project at work too that was driving you nuts. Look, yeah, you were shouldering a lot of the weight, the burdens. You were handling it yourself. There might have been a lot of tiptoeing around, waiting to find out what was actually going to happen here. What more can you tell me about this 10 of Wands World card? You're definitely closing out that negative cycle. And, you know, I say negative only because it's the opposite of positive. So this was not exactly an easy time for you, but it doesn't have to mean it was horrible either. All right, let's see what more we can find out about this morning energy. 8 of Cups. Yeah, see, you're finally able to put whatever this is behind you. Finishing it up, closing it out, letting the responsibility of this situation go. Your heart is freer. Your energy is lighter. All right, let's go ahead and see what else we have here. How about the midday energies? The 8 of Wands, communication and action. So you're going to hear something where you're going to need to move swiftly, quickly. You're going to know exactly where to go. You're going to face this head on. Oh, what's going on here? What more can you tell me about the midday energy here, please, Spirit? You got the 6 of Pentacles. Something that's been out of balance is going to be balanced. I am hearing the books will be balanced. I'm hearing somebody's child is at school sick, and you may have to go pick them up. You pick them up, you take them home. Your spouse or somebody else, the sitter, is there to take care of them. A sibling, a child, you know, sibling to the child. And things are restored. All right, so something goes out of whack here in the middle of the day. You're going to get in, you know, you're going to receive a phone call or communication, a text message, something about this needs to be addressed. Let's get it done. You're going to act swiftly and take care of it quickly. And you restore balance very, very quickly. All right, let's see how this day ends. I don't feel like this is a huge challenge. It's not the norm, though. It is not something that you do every day. It's not something you deal with every day. But you're going to act quickly. I mean, as soon as you hear it, you're going to act on it. Look at this. You've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Judgment card. You rise above the situation quickly. You answer the call. You take action. You do what needs to be done. And there's the Wheel of Fortune. Your luck is restored. Okay. The wheel turns through your determination again. So you've got now you've got another card here of determination. The 10 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, those are cards of determination too. And now the Wheel of Fortune and the Judgment. The Judgment, sometimes judgments are made against us, but a lot of times the Judgment card represents us needing to make a decision and how we respond to that decision. And here you're rising above that situation. You deal with it very, very quickly, and it's over, it's done with, and boom, your luck is restored. You're back on the right path. Again, I'm hearing something about somebody's child, okay? So maybe, just like a glitch, like the bus broke down. Now you need to go pick up your child. An after-school activity that was forgotten, possibly. And if it's not about a child, it's about a new project, a new beginning, a new something without a lot of experience. It could be a creative process too. All right, let's go ahead and move on and see what we have here. Oh, for Wednesday. Overall energy, Queen of Swords. Second time we're seeing this. So you're definitely in your element here, Libras. You're definitely feeling confident. You're looking at something here very clearly. You might be seeking some sort of answers, or I'm getting more processing again everything that happened the day before. And you're wondering where this is going to take you, where this good fortune, this Wheel of Fortune, this new destiny, where are things going? I'm hearing here addressing this situation. It's not difficult. It's just like, okay, this happened, now what? Where do we go from here? All right, let's see what we have for morning energy here. The Judgment, look at that. You've got the Judgment right before this. All right, so maybe you were left having to think something over, mull it over, make a decision about something here. The future, remember we saw the Three of Wands. Oh, all right, let's get more about this Judgment and Queen of Swords, please, Spirit. Excuse me. The Lovers. Okay. Oh. I'm getting a couple of different scenarios here. One definitely is this could have been a situation where one parent was supposed to take care of the child. They forgot the child because they got caught up in work or something else. And that's why you got called in. And now you're contemplating, do you want to just let this go? Is this something you can just let go so that you can maintain the peace? Everything worked out fine, okay? It was not the normal situation. It's not like this person's done this a dozen times or even before. I don't feel like it's ever been done before. But I'm getting some sort of light bulb goes off for you too. Some sort of clarity, understanding how, like an idea of how to prevent this from happening in the future. And not only does that help you, but this may be something that you share with others to help other people. Like you come up with an idea, an alarm that says, you forgot to do this or whatever. There's harmony here. There is peace. Now, see, there is a role reversal here too. So it could be that you were always the responsible one, or somebody else was always the one in charge of this, the one who led this. And now there's a role reversal here. So you may be taking on a new role at work, within your household, within your neighborhood, within your community. And I'm getting that it was based on how you handled Tuesday, the day before this. All right, let's go ahead and see what happened here in the middle of the day. You've got the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. See? Elevation, success. You put the effort in and somebody recognizes that. Something is paying off big time here for you. Look at that. The Judgment, the Lovers, Eight of Pentacles, and Six of Wands. This is huge. This is a really big deal. Let's see how this day ends. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and see how this day ends. This is intriguing. The Empress. Look at that. Look at that. 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, too. Three of Wands. It's your future. Three of Cups. Celebration. Happiness. Fun events. I'd like to get one more card to go with this Empress energy here. Sitting pretty, I'm hearing. Being comfortable. Being recognized. Being adored. Being loved. Being respected. Wow. Wednesday is the best day so far of this week. Tuesday's awesome. Wednesday is like, by the end of the day, man. What more can you tell us about this Empress energy? Look at that. Two of Pentacles. Balance is restored between you and one other person. Okay. So this is an alignment of energies. You've got the Two of Cups here, the Lovers here, the Two of Pentacles here. Balance. Balance. Harmony. Peace. Within the family too. The Empress. You know, she's the mother figure. So again, the role of the parent coming through here. Everything is balanced and restored. So if there was questions, if you had questions about whether or not how to deal with this, I really do feel like you let this situation slide. If it had any repercussions to it, which I'm not seeing repercussions here. I'm hearing, you know, it could have been like you got called out of work, which is not normal. But you're not going to be penalized by your boss. But you know, instead of having an argument, a fight, or whatever with your spouse, your lover, your neighbor, your coworker, your boss, whoever, you find alignment. All right, let's take a look at Thursday here. Oh, surprise, something's coming in here. Something intriguing is coming in. I'm going to use a different deck. I was going to use the steampunk for this, but that's a dark card. Let's go ahead and look at the Tower here. What's coming in? What is unexpected? I'm hearing the whole day is going to be full of surprises. Thursday is going to be full of surprises. All right, you may be told you've got the day off. Go home. All of our electronics shut down. The electricity went out. Go home. Okay, take some time, rest up, do what you want, make peace with us, but whatever. All right, so there's an unexpected, pleasant surprise coming in here. Let's see what else you have here for the morning of Thursday morning, or the fifth day of the week. Whatever day you're starting this on. You can start this as Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I don't care what day you want to start the week on. It's whenever you come across it, okay? And however you want to look at it. Morning energies, you have the Magician and the Five of Swords. So something is worked out. There's a challenge here. I'm still getting at work. And instead of like instead of like the ego thing here with the Five of Swords, like negativity, it's more like comfort zone. And I'm hearing with this Magician that it's like, wow, this is a miracle. I never get an unexpected day off. This never happens. This is cool. I can go do whatever I want. I still have everything I need. I'm going to get paid for the day. but I can still take the day off. I can go do with the day whatever I want. All right, let's see what happens here in the middle of the day. What's the midday energies? Let's see how this is going to progress. I am hearing, oh, you know what I just heard, first of all, there's going to be many unexpected surprises. And the first one is, some of you may be told, go home. You don't have to work today. Something else, a day of peace. Maybe you've had nothing but rain or extreme heat, and now it's a day that's refreshing, okay, peaceful. Maybe your kids were supposed to be home today, your children, not your goats. Maybe your goats are home too, instead of off in somebody else's field working. Anyways, and they're going to go off to a camp. They're going to go off with a relative. They're going to go do something. So you've got a peaceful day. The other thing I heard was, you may be surprised that somebody comes back to you and apologizes for something. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I would never expect that person to apologize for anything ever in their life. And yet here they come. And they really do honestly mean what they're saying to you. It is like a miracle. I'm also hearing somebody's about to get their karma. It's nothing you have to do. It's nothing you have to worry about. You may or may not witness it. I'm thinking you're probably going to witness this karma happening to somebody, though. And it doesn't, and karma is meant to be a good thing, first of all. So what I'm hearing here is that you may be pleasantly surprised that somebody has done something good and you see them getting recognized for that. Okay, so again, you may never have expected anyone to give this person or you credit for something that you have done. You could definitely be receiving the accolades that you deserve for this thing. Not that you were seeking accolades when you did this. All right, let's go ahead and see what the midday energies are here. Oh, we already had some of that. Look at that, 10 of Pentacles. This is not just temporary. This is about your family, your long haul. Okay, your job, your career, where you're at in life and you're going to be at in life for a long time. And when I say where, I'm literally getting a physical energy, not like I don't have any money and that's where I'm at in life. No, this is like the place where you live, the place where you work, the place that you commune and hang out with your community, your tribe, your friends. I'm getting something very beneficial here. It's going to continue to grow. I'm hearing children, grandchildren, weddings. Like this is all surrounding growth, building wealth, building family, community, friendships, things that are going to be valuable to you from this point forward. Now, I heard something about it's payday. There could be a pay raise that was unexpected. Maybe, you know what I'm hearing here for the pay raise is that your boss was supposed to call you in or whoever and tell you that they were going to give you a pay raise, but the day they were going to do that, something happened at work and it didn't happen. And then all of a sudden you open up your paycheck and you've got like an extra $100 in there and you're like, whoa, where'd this come from? That's beautiful because that's not a one-time thing. That's something that's going to keep going forward. So that's like an unexpected resource coming to you. Interesting. All right, let's see how this stands. Thursday's awesome. Oh, something you don't see coming. Now, I am hearing if that does happen with a pay raise, do not speak about that to anyone else. It is because somebody saw what you did, okay? Somebody saw what you put your energy into, that you didn't give up. Now, that could be a romantic partner, too, who appreciates you for not giving up on them, for sticking with them through whatever they did. And, Again, I'm getting that whatever happened was not a huge thing. They didn't cheat. They didn't, maybe they just didn't give you enough time. Maybe they messed up and picked up the wrong stuff at the grocery store, or a coworker, or a community member. It's a minor thing. It was not huge, but it disrupted the flow of the day. Okay? There's something happening here where it's saying just don't talk about these surprises, these benefits, these things that are coming, because it will cause heartache and heartbreak with somebody else. Yes, somebody else will be very disappointed that they did not get what you received. They're going to be all up in their head. So please be cautious about what you say to those around you. It's great that you achieved this, that you got this, and you should be able to share that information with everybody that you meet. However, not everybody's in a place to hear your good blessings, because they may be in very negative blessings. Can you give us a little bit more information here about the end of the day? Because this is such a beautiful day. Look at that. The Star card. Okay, just, you know things are going to be better for this person in the future. You have hope for that. You have prayers for that. You know that this is a time of transition. And I do feel like this disappointment is somebody else's disappointment. And that's why you're being asked not to share your successes. Write your successes down. Think about it. And maybe in a day or two, you will be able to share with this person, but not today. Not today. Not right away, I guess is what I'm hearing. Yeah, just kind of hold that to yourself for a little while. Somebody else is going through something to where they're not going to be able to receive your information, your benefit, whatever's happening here, good fortune, whatever it is that's happening for you, they're not going to be receptive to it. Yeah, it could cause conflict and challenges. Somebody actually, it might be enough to end like a relationship. So keep something to yourself here, at least for a day or two. All right, let's see what Friday or the sixth day of the week has in store for you. The Hermit, taking a step back and really looking at what you've accomplished here, what's going on. See, the Hermit, when the Hermit takes themselves out and away from their day-to-day life to think, to meditate, to rejuvenate, they're also trying to gather the information on how to handle things best, not only for themselves, but how it's going to affect other people, and what is the best path forward for everyone, not just yourself. All right, let's go ahead and get another deck here. That Three of Wands just popped up. So there's something about this really being important to your future. Look at this. I just dropped the cards and the Three of Wands just came out. It's very important. And there's confirmation. All right. Yeah. Somebody is definitely going through a bad cycle. So, okay, you got a pay raise possibly. You got a benefit. You got a blessing. You got some good fortune here. And the person around you had just the opposite happen to them. They could have received some negative karma. Okay, so instead of, maybe they received a pay raise and then they find out, oh, that wasn't real. Okay, so use caution about what you share right now. Keep it to yourself. Okay, this on Friday, let's go ahead and see what the morning energy is. I also see a little bit of thinking about what you want to do over the weekend or over the next couple of days. You're contemplating what you want to do, who you want to talk to, who you want to spend your time with, what projects you want to give your energy to. Okay, we have the King of Wands here. You may have to, you may be doing something for yourself here. Something that benefits you financially. Okay. You may be helping this person get out of some sort of financial situation here. You may be offering the sanctuary that somebody's seeking. You've got the Hermit, and then you've got the King of Wands and the Five of Pentacles here. Let's clarify that just a little bit more, the morning energy, please. Look at that. You got the Chariot again. Your determination, your willpower is going to determine how your week goes, okay? Because you are definitely in control of your emotions, your desires. You know what you want, and you know what you don't want. That Five of Pentacles here is a good indication of what you do not want. Now, I am getting that you're going to help somebody go in a different direction. You're going to offer them up a helping hand, okay? Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. All right, so late in the morning, something changes. It's resolved. Things are going to go in a different direction. You may help someone else. This could be about something you're missing out on too. Like I said, you could be doing something to improve your finances here. Maybe finding a safe place to put your money. Okay, that was a little weird. Unexpected, I should say. That was unexpected. All right, so there's a change here. Late morning. Let's see what the afternoon, midday energies are here for this Friday. Page of Cups. Anything else here? Can we clarify that Page of Cups? Please, Spirit. No? All right, let's see what's going on here, because we have the Page of Cups in reverse. And the Page of Cups is about thinking outside the box. So, oh, you know what I'm getting here? The change of directions. You've got a set course. You've figured out what you want. It is creative. It's outside the box. It's unusual. It's different. It's new to you. But you're ready to go forward with it. You've made up your mind, and you know exactly what you want. You're putting some sort of creative energy into something here. All right, let's clarify. Let's get a little bit more information about this, please, Spirit. 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. This leads to some sort of, excuse me, financial freedom, happiness. It brings in happiness, joy, family, reunions, I'm hearing. Definitely a release from a financial burden. I am hearing that. There could be a boon. Something financially beneficial happens here. Some sort of really good blessing. But that all changes course late to morning to midday. All right, let's get another final card here for Friday. I mean, this is beautiful. That 9 of Pentacles into the 10 of Cups. Yeah, that's beautiful. Financial freedom, enjoying the finer things in life, maybe getting out somewhere. I just saw a spa, retreat, a cabin in the woods. I'm seeing different places of happiness, of joy, of fun, of connection, picnics, beach time. Something definitely, where are we? Okay, nope, next week. So this may not be right away for some of you. This may be the following week. Here in the United States, we have Memorial Day, which is a holiday weekend, on the 26th, which would literally be a week from today. Maybe that's where this week starts for you, is on, say, the 19th or 20th, 21st, and it leads into this. Or maybe you're just contemplating being there. All right, let's see. Let's see. And let's get a final card to clarify that Friday, which would be the 23rd-ish. Okay, don't take that too literally. That's just at the time of this reading. Keep in mind, these are timeless readings here. So it's just your upcoming week. Look at that, the King of Pentacles. Financial stability. Again, enjoying the finer things in life. Oh, expansion. Something that was being restricted, your finances. I'm getting freedom. I'm financial freedom. It's like things, maybe your money was tied up in something. Maybe you owed money on a debt, a bill, but there's financial freedom coming in here. And life is going to be a little bit easier, a little bit more fun, a little bit more pleasant. And again, I'm not getting it's just for you, not with that 10 of Cups there, okay? And not with the 9 of Pentacles either. The 9 of Pentacles is about having enough for yourself, or, for yourself, and then having Pentacles to share with others. So you have more than enough for yourself and others. I love that. All right, let's see what Saturday or the last day of the week is. Now, the Death card, as I've shuffled all these different decks, I've seen the Death card about 3 times, okay? And I just saw it. Look at that. You got the Wheel of Fortune here on the bottom of this deck. So you've got death and rebirth. So it's the ending of the week. It's the beginning of a new one, but I'm also getting it's the ending of an energy and leading into a new one. Look at this. You've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Lover's card again. Something has been slow moving. You've got the Magician again. 5 of Swords again. There's the King of Swords, which is the counterpart to the Queen. 7 of Pentacles again. Judgment again. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So the good things, okay, they come to an end. So it's cyclical, I'm hearing. It's like it comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. All right, let's finish this off. Let's see what the last day of the week has in store for you. Endings, closing the door, shutting out the, ending this cycle, starting a new one. And of course, the Death card is Pluto and Scorpio. Scorpio's all about transformations, changes. Pluto is about expansion, so growth. Maybe things at a distance. Why did I say Pluto is about expansion? Jupiter is about expansion, which you have Jupiter energy here with the Wheel of Fortune. But Pluto, something is at a distance, putting it at a distance. I just keep hearing cyclical, and I'm seeing like planets orbiting. So something is going to grow each time it comes back around. Every time it comes back around, it's going to grow. Let's see what the morning energies are here. What an interesting reading. If you are enjoying this, please go ahead and tickle, tap, boop, or zap that like button. Claim this in the comments. Share your thoughts. Has any of this happened for you yet? Do you see some of these things possibly coming to you before they actually happen? Let's go ahead and see what the energy is in the morning of the last day of the week. You've got the Knight of Swords. Information. It might be cold. It's coming from a distance. It's coming from a distance. This information is going to come from somebody that's long in the past, at a very far physical distance from you, or from somebody who has ghosted you. Oh, this is interesting. Somebody that you definitely used to share energy with, but they were inconsistent. They left you unhappy with a lot of regrets. You wised up. Here's the Hermit. You found a new path. You found a new direction, something more solid. 6 of Pentacles, more balanced. Here's that 5 of Pentacles again. And there's the Knight of Cups. New love, new happiness, justice, karma. Oof. Oh, boy. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and see. So somebody here, Knight of Swords, there's going to be some sort of phone call, message. Something's going to come back from a long distance. Oh, my gosh. I'm seeing the planets again. Pluto way out here on the outskirts and coming back in close. Something cyclical here. Information, though. This is like somebody calling you, texting you, showing up at your house unexpected. You might feel a little defensive around this person or energy, whatever this is. What more can you tell me? What more can you tell us about this energy in the morning here? Oh, look at that, the Empress energy. Oh, this could be from a mother figure, a child, an ex-spouse, ex-lover that you share parenthood. Like you and the person have children together. But I'm also hearing this could be a sibling where you share lineage, you share parenthood, parents. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Now, I'm also hearing that this is the beginning of the beginning of the ending of the beginning. So something's coming to an end, and now you're creating something new here with that Empress energy. All right, let's see what the midday energies are here. What more can you tell us, please? I feel like the energy's growing. It's intensifying. The Star. Okay, you're going to repair some sort of relationship here. Energy is growing. It's like the connection is coming together again. Oh, it's kind of like, why am I getting such scientific images here today? It's kind of like two magnets where in the past, when they came together, they would repel each other, but you didn't know it until you got that close, okay? Then all of a sudden the energy would just push the two magnets away. Well, something has changed within one or both of you, okay? The death of something has brought about a change that's good. It was healing. It now brings in a happier future here. So I'm definitely getting an attraction. A new creation. Somebody has grown up. Somebody has been through an experience that opened their eyes to whatever was going on. Oh, yeah, I'm not going there. But like a traumatic situation maybe for someone else here. And you're willing to let bygones be bygones because you know that this person, this situation is not the same as it was. I see you being a little defensive at first, and I don't blame you at all. I mean, it looks like whatever energy you exchanged with this person or situation in the past, you would come together and then it would be like a massive blow up. Poof. Just, you could not be in the same place. And sometimes it's because that person is a mirror to all the negative things about ourselves. And it's like every time you came together with this person, even though you love this person and you loved everything about them, it would be like holding up a mirror to everything you don't want to see within yourself. I am getting karmic relationship here. Again, this could be siblings, romantic, anybody, but it's definitely somebody that's been at a distance from you. Somebody took some time away to heal, to get better. And I'm not saying you should accept them back. You know your situation. These are general reads, okay? So I can't tell each and every single one of you, this is what you should do. That's what you should do. You know, that's what a personal reading is for. And I wouldn't tell you what you have to do. All right? Spirit will never tell you what you have to do. Spirit wants to guide you, give you the best information so that you can make a healthy choice. All right, let's finish this up. Let's go ahead and see what the afternoon energies are here, the midday energies. Three of Pentacles, things work out. Beautiful. The healing has already happened. It's not, okay, so the healing within somebody, either you, the other person, or both of you has already happened, okay? But now this is about the two of you working through this. You're going to have conversations. You're going to talk through things so that things do not ever repeat. I'm noticing that she's got tarot cards in her hand. And it's like she's offering up some sort of information to this person in a way to be helpful. So some sort of divination, some sort of information divined through divination. Tarot cards, prayer, meditation, information that actually may help fix that relationship. I'm also getting something that was not known. So you might have information about the situation in the past that somebody else did not have. And now you're sharing that with them, or vice versa. All right. We've got the Page of Wands. And this page to me is the petty page. The errant child. The one you kind of want to watch out for that backlash from. Let's see what else we've got going on here. Clarify this Page of Wands energy here, please. I'm getting immaturity here. And backlash. That may have been what the situation was in the past. Got the Hierophant. Oh, look at that. And the Wheel of Fortune. And Spirit told me to take those cards just like that. All right. So everything's going to work out. Yeah, again, I'm getting... It was an act of immaturity in the past. Not wanting to see things, putting on the rose-colored glasses, blaming the other person, blaming you, whoever, whatever role it is, okay? But because you're facing this, it's the ending of the way it was, and now a new, better, more elevated relationship, a more connected. I am getting a divine connection here too. So like a spiritual awakening for somebody. And this is going to change the future. This is like, I'm getting karmic energy, destined. Look at this. 3 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Celebrations, good times, getting together again. The truth is out there now, okay? The worries are over. The defensiveness is over. You may not have all the answers to what caused the heartbreak, but the healing is here. Look at that. The Judgment card yet again. Interesting reading here. All right, so that's your week at a glance. Haha. Let's go ahead and get you some oracle messages here. Let's start with an angel number. 4444. All right. So you have blessings in disguise. Any obstacles, hardships, you're going to be overcoming them. You're going to find a strength, inner strength. This helps to build character. Now, I'm also hearing, again, that this is tying into this last day here where somebody may have had a spiritual awakening, a traumatic situation that changed how they viewed you, your relationship, the world around them. All right. It definitely had something to do with an experience. Now, there might be some sort of difficulties ahead. However, you will be able to get through these. You have this, okay? Spirit has your back. You've got this. Your eyes are wide open. You're intelligent. You know how to deal with this. If you have been struggling or feeling lost lately, the winds of change are about to blow in your favor. All right, so some things may fall apart, which means you may be able to let go of past energies, walk away from things that do not work for you. But this is helping you to build the framework for something much better. So hang in there, okay? Beautiful energy there. 4444. 4 4s. Love that. All right, let's get you a yes or no answer here. We're going to do just one yes or no answer. So if you would like to form a question, please pause the video and start it back up when you've got your question ready if you do not already have it. All right. Spirit, what's the answer? Yes or no, please. And keep in mind, there will be an oracle message with this. The answer is no, but it says here, the bird of happiness has prepared a delightful surprise for you. Look at that tower moment right there. Just not yet, so it's going to take time to come to you. Down the road, there will be unexpected success. A flawless feeling of completion. Look at that. The death card and rebirth card. Okay, the wheel of fortune card. The world card there. All of this is coming. You are going to be gifted by fate, the wheel of fortune, with the exquisite tools that you need to eventually find the effective self-realization that you need. The awakening, the awareness, the understanding. Just remember that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So there is going to be a time of needing to step back, look at things, put your talents to good use the skills that you have, which includes and foremost is your brain, your ability to see things clearly. All right, let's go ahead and get you another oracle message here. Let's get you a large spirit animal card. Remember, even though these messages are long, this is your whole week. You can pause this and come back to it. You don't have to watch the whole thing all at one time, okay? Just bookmark it and come back to it as you can. All right. Let's see. Well, we've got a card right here. Let's see what it is. It's Stag Spirit. Take the lead. Be the one who's going to change course. Be the one in charge, okay? 58. There is something here. There is something here today. Something important in here. All right. I'm being asked to read you the protection message. Others may not be as far along as you are on your journey. When Stag Spirit appears in the protection position, you are being called to be compassionate and patient as you find yourself leading the way. When others struggle to follow you, they may be unsure that you can be trusted, challenging you to be kind and strong, challenging your values and questioning your worth. Understand that Spirit has put you in this place at this time for a purpose and will not abandon you when you need help with your new responsibilities. Again, promotions, elevation, awakening, understanding, clarity, growth, expansion. All right. Or perhaps you are actually uncomfortable leading, maybe temporarily trapped by your small self, and are therefore promoting yourself too strongly, afraid that others might see weakness or imperfections in you. Let go of your fears and let Stag Spirit remind you that you have everything that it takes to lead wisely and ethically if you will only practice self-honesty and listen to others who wish to support you. All right, so you do have people around you. Again, confidence, courage, bravery. You can do this. Spirit has your back. All right, I'm going to leave it. Nope. Gotta get you your letter dice. All right, Samuel, Melissa, Missy, Matthew, Masters, Michaela, Mount Kinley, MJ, TJ, Connecticut, Decker, DJ, Daily, Day, Utah, Mumu, Mom, Massey, Mel, Lisa, South Carolina, Stuart, Stella, Lucky, Luke, Hillary, Hannah, Helen, Huxley, Stephen, Wesley, Downing, Dale, Delavan, Jovan, Sven, S-V-E-N, Sharon, Sean, Shanti, Ashanti. I just heard New York, Nepal, Paula, Phoebe, Fagan, Chad, Lydia, William, Walter, Waco, Kevin, Kamal, Kim, Dee Dee, Lillian, Linda, Lonnie. I'm hearing Bo, Bach, B-O-K, and Suki. I'm also hearing something, Skylar. Skylar? Okay, that's what I've got for you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, drop a comment, feel free to share the message. And if you're interested in donating to the channel to support the channel so that you can keep getting these messages for free, that information is in the description box below. And I appreciate each and every one of you for being here and all the support that you always show. I'm wishing you much peace, love, and happiness. Bye-bye.